Hi, this is Corinne from Cutie Girl Crochet, and I've had a question about child size booties, crocodile stitch booties. So I'm just going to whip out a quick little pair so that you get an idea. I'm just using some impeccable yarn for this because it's a cute kid's color. But any kind of that weight yarn will do for kids slippers. So let's make the sole. Start with a slip knot, and we're going to chain 4. Okay, and then here, let me move this yarn. And then in that first chain from the hook, you're going to do 2 single crochets, and the next one you're going to do 1 single crochet, and on the end one you're going to do 2 single crochets. We're going to make a 6-inch sole. This would be approximately for a 4-year-old child. Okay, and then you're going to chain 1 and turn. And now in this next, the single crochet from the hook, do 2 single crochets, and then single crochet in the next 3, and then 2 single crochets in the end, single crochet, and then chain 1. And you can adjust the width at this point. You would just do another row of 2 single crochet on the end, chain, or single crochets in the center, and 2 single crochets on the other end until you get the width of the child's foot. Some children have narrower feet. Some kids have fatter feet. So, you know, just kind of adjust for the child. I'm going to leave it at this. That's about 2 inches wide, because the slipper, it's going to get wider as it goes. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to leave it at this. Alright, so now what we want to do is we just want to single crochet all the way across. Until we get to about 3 to 3.5 inches. This is just a thrown together video. I'm not going to edit it or do anything. I'm just going to bang out these slippers, and so that maybe you can get some done before the holidays. That'd be cool. These are also going to be beaded, so I'm sorry if I'm using my phone to film this, so I'm sorry if it's weird. So we were supposed to get snow here this morning, and we didn't. Kind of a bummer. I love the snow. I'm in Tacoma, Washington, so all we usually get is rain. I can crochet faster than this. I'm just going a little slower so that anybody who is a slower crocheter can kind of keep up. So we're just continuing single crocheting across the row. Chain 1, turn, single crochet, and we're going to continue doing this until, like I said, we get to approximately 3 inches. Alright, just a couple more rows. And then we'll make the part where it gets wider on the foot. Alright, that's about 3 inches. So that ended up being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of single crochet, the starting chain, and then 2 increase rows. Now, if you want to make the slipper for an older child, this is where you want to increase it, right here. You want to add a few more rows. If you need a 7-inch sole or an 8-inch sole, the best way to do it is to just trace their foot. And you can, once you trace the foot, then you can just set this on there. You want this to be a little bit narrower because the slipper is going to be, it'll be a little bit wider. So you want it to be a little bit narrower than their foot for stretching and such. So, but this is 3 inches, so I'm going to make a 6-inch sole. So now what we want to do, chain 1 and turn. Now we're going to increase. So on these edges, we're going to do 2 single crochet in that first single crochet, and then single crochet across, and then single crochet 2 times in that end one, chain 1. And now now we're just going to single crochet all the way across. With kids' feet, you don't have to, not like an adult foot, you don't have to do a whole lot of increasing or decreasing. Chain 1, single crochet all the way across, okay, and now we're going to start decreasing for the toe part. So in this first single crochet, chain 1, we're going to skip the next single crochet in the next one, single crochet across until you get to the last 2. So we'll single crochet until the last 2 stitches. I'm going to skip that stitch and then single crochet in the end. Chain 1, and now we're just going to single crochet across, without decreasing at all. Sorry, my stomach is growling. Alright, now we're going to decrease again. So single crochet in that first single crochet, skip the next one, single crochet until you get to the end 2. And it, depending on how wide you made this, this number will be this amount will be different. Just stop before the last 2 and skip that second one from the end. Single crochet in that end one, chain 1, single crochet across, chain one, single crochet in that first stitch, skip, single crochet, skip that next one, single crochet in the end. Alright, that's about a 6-inch sole. You can round this off if you want, but it's not critical. I'm going to cut this here and we'll continue on with the booty part. Oh, actually, I forgot something. We need to go around this edge with a single crochet. Oof, I almost skipped that step. That would have been bad. So I like to, instead of going, because it's kind of difficult to go through every, I'm sorry, the phone's not a very good camera, but I like to go around the edge with a single crochet, not in every stitch. I like to go, there's these little holes, you can see them, that are naturally made when you do this. It's kind of like at the end of these rows, you get these holes. I like to do 2 single crochets in those. So after you chain one here, the first hole is right here. So we're going to do 2 single crochets in those. And then you can see the next one is right there. Do 2 single crochets there. And then there. And we're going to just do this all the way around. The only thing when we get to the heel part, we're going to do 2 single crochets in the corner. You can see that I'm just going into these little kind of naturally looking little holes. You'll see them once you do this. You will see them. Oh, by the way, should have said this. I'm using a size H hook. This camera's horrible. Alright, now I'm at the corner, so I'm going to do 2 single crochets in that corner. I'm going to chain one, or I mean single crochet one. I'm going to catch this end in as I go around. And then here's the other corner. I'm going to do 2 single crochet in that corner. And then I'm just going to continue on, catching the tail in, and doing 2 single crochets in each of the little hole spaces around the edge. And again, I've got the tail just laying right in there and capturing that underneath. I hate weaving in ends. I hate it. I don't just dislike it a little. I think anybody, any of you who know that in any of my videos, I am always talking about how I hate to weave in ends. It just makes me crazy. So anytime I can work in an end as I'm going along, I'm always a happy girl. Alright, and I'm at the corner now up here. I'm going to chain 2, and then I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to single crochet 2. Sorry, it's early for me. Chain 1, and then I'm going to slip stitch. Into that top, and then I'm going to cut this. Alright, so there we have our little sole for our crocodile booty. It's about 6 inches. So let me trim this other end off here. And we will start the booty part over here. So right where we increased, we're going to start the crocodile stitch. You just kind of eyeball it. See where it's kind of wider right there? Oh, sorry. See how it's kind of, you know, narrow, narrow, wider right there? We're going to start just to the left of that. And we're going to double crochet in the back loops only. So what you want to do is you want to join your yarn. I always I don't join with anything. I just kind of do my first stitch with both strands, and then I drop the tail. I'm just doing 2 single crochets there. You'll do 3 from here on out. And then what we're going to do is just double crochet all the way around, making sure that we end up in a amount of, I know what I'm trying to say. It has to be 2. It has to be an even number. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. Oh my gosh. I really do know how to crochet. I really do. So we're going to single crochet or double crochet all the way around. I hope you guys are laughing at me because I'm laughing at myself. It's like, okay, here I am teaching these ridiculous sounding crochet videos. Oh, that's all right. You get the gist. So we're double crocheting all the way around the edge. We're not doing 2 double crochets in anything, it's just straight double crochet. And as you're doing this, you will see, oh, by the way, while I'm doing this, I picked up that tail and I'm working that tail in as I'm going along. Sorry, that's just a habit for me, so you can work in that tail. Anyway, as you're doing this, you'll see that this little edge is forming right here because we're only doing the back stitches. That's going to be the bottom of your, it gives you that edge on the bottom of your booty. So with the child slippers, we're going to be decreasing this pretty darn fast to make sure that that it becomes the right size. So we're only going to be doing 2, maybe 3 rows of, okay, I'm done with that, and I'll cut the rest of it off. Maybe 2 rows before we start decreasing, because you know, kids' feet, they're really narrow and flat, and they don't need a lot of thickness through there. All right. So when I go around that corner, I'm going to catch that tail in there and the ends. All right, I'm going to start. I'm going to catch that end right in there. Start weaving that in. Oh, sorry. Keep pulling it towards me. Yeah, I'm not used to using my phone to do any videos, so. But I wanted to just get a quick little video out, even as rough and raw as it is, just so you guys get an idea of how to make these children's slippers. These are going to be beaded. So I got my pony beads ready to go. Alright, here I'm going to stop here because I have to count and see if I have an even amount. Because this is where you'll adjust it. If you don't have an even amount, this is where you'll adjust it. So I have 1. Okay, there's 38, so I'm not going to put one in that last single crochet right there. It's not going to show, so don't even worry about it. If you're going to have an odd amount, it does not matter at all. Just slip stitch between the chain 3 and the next double crochet, and it will not show. It's not going to matter at all. So now what you want to do is you want to chain 3, and we're going to do front post, back post, double crochet. Now the chain 3 counts as a back post double crochet, and to do these I'm not going to do a tutorial on them. I'll do a quick little thing on them here, but I'm not going to do a whole tutorial on front post, back post, double crochet. But you yarn over, put your hook right underneath that double crochet and do a double crochet. Now that's a front post, and we're going to alternate front post, back post, double crochet. Yarn over. Now for the back post, you're going to go inside your work and pull that post up like this. Yarn over and then do a double crochet. Alright, and you're going to do that all the way around again, just slowly. Yarn over, pick that whole double crochet stitch right up, yarn over. That is a front post double crochet. Yarn over again. Now we're going to do it to the back. Go to the inside of your work, pull that stitch right up there, yarn over, double crochet. Now do that all the way around. I only did one craft show this year. I didn't have a whole lot of inventory. I've had a little drama going on in my life, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to make a lot of crochet projects for craft shows. But even for as little as I had, I made about $150 on my show, so I thought that was pretty good for not having a whole lot. I sold a couple of road trip, well, it's not exactly the road trip scarf, but I did a couple of V-stitch scarves that I embellished with some flowers and some buttons and some braids and stuff. So sold a couple of those, and sold some hand wrist warmers, the little fingerless gloves, and a bunch of hats, and you know, just some Seahawks. Of course, you know, I'm near Seattle, so I sold a bunch of Seahawks color hats and headbands, and got an order for a hat, and so it wasn't a complete waste. The gal that I did the show with, she actually made about $350. She does stuffies. She does kind of fantasy creatures from Star Wars, Star Trek, Harry Potter, Pokemon. She does a lot of Pokemon characters in crochet. She does a lot of character hats and things like that. And she's just ridiculously talented. Just a talent that I'll never know. It's just amazing what she does with hook and yarn. I am in awe of her. And so she did about $350. She sold a lot. So I was really, really happy for her. All right, we are going to stop on a front post double crochet, and now we're just going to go in to that first between the chain 3 and the first double crochet. We're just going to slip stitch, okay? And that pushes that post back. All right, now we're going to decrease because kids' feet aren't very deep. So we're just, from this point, we're just going to go directly across here. We're going to just front post, back post, double crochet, and we're going to stop on the other side kind of at the same point, and we're going to stop on a back post double crochet. So when we get to that point, okay, it's chain 3, so we're going to front post, back post, double crochet all the way around to the other side. Oopsie. Oh, I'm sorry that I keep pulling this towards me. It's hard to, I'm not used to having a phone on my chest. Usually the camera's sitting behind me on a tripod. Anyhow, so like I said, I've only done one show, and I like doing shows. The people are really nice, and I own a salon about half an hour from here, and I sell a lot of my things in my salon. So some suggestions for selling your things are, you know, ask salons or little gift shops. There's a lot of, I know that a lot of natural food stores really like locally made items. So if you get a little bit of inventory and present them to the buyer of the, I don't know, whatever you have, Whole Foods, or around here we have Marlene's, and we have just other natural foods markets. They love handmade stuff. They love, as long as it's, the tags are nice, and it's not like a chain, whoopsie, it doesn't look, I don't know, mass produced or something. They kind of like stuff like that. We also have a farmer's market close to here that loves handmade things. There are farmers markets in the wintertime. So all right, we're getting close to the opposite side here, so you just kind of eyeball it. So this is going to be my last back post double crochet right there. See how it kind of just matches up like that? See that? All right, we're going to stop there, and now we're just going to front post double crochet for the rest of it. We're going to completely ignore the back post double crochets and just do the front post double crochets all the way around. Just the front posts, ignoring the back posts. right, and this is the last front post double crochet. All right, and then we're just going to slip stitch in between the chain 3 and the first double crochet. All right, so chain 3. Yeah, we're going to close this. We're going to close this up pretty quick. All right, so now we're going to continue one more row of front post, back post, double crochet until we get to where we just started the all front post double crochet, because we need to gather that up. So these work up in a couple hours. You can probably do them a little bit faster, but say in under 2 hours you could have a nice little Christmas gift for a child. The bottoms of them get kind of slippery, so you can just go to the craft store and get puff paint. Just get a bottle of puff paint, whatever color you want, and squiggle it on the bottom in squigglies. Just squiggle it on the bottom. Let it dry. Keeps it from slipping, so our kids don't end up on their rumps, because they will. I mean, these slippers, they'll give you some speed. I remember when I was a kid, we had hardwood floors in our house, and oh my gosh, we would take off from the living room running at full top speed and slide on our feet all the way through the dining room. It was awesome. It's an awesome kid thing to do. So now if you want your kids to, you know, slide like crazy, then yeah, don't put anything on the bottom of them, just let them fly. But I think we want to keep our kids yeah, on their feet. Oh. My video kind of quit on me, so continuing on. Oh, while I was I went ahead and uploaded the first video, the first part of this, onto my computer, and while I was waiting for it to get onto my computer, I made the mate. This is what your end result is going to be of this slipper. Now, my sole ended up being 5 inches, and although they stretch a lot, it ended up being 5 inches. So since that's the case, if you need a bigger foot size, before you make it wider, just add 4 more rows. That's an inch. 4 more rows is an inch. So just add 4 more rows. Okay? And then continue on with the pattern. So this is for a 5-inch sole. So measure your child's foot, and if it's 5 inches, then this is a good size for that. All right, now we are continuing on, and now what we're going to do is we are going to front post, double crochet 2 together. All right, and to do that, you yarn over, you put it, you lift up just like you're doing a post double crochet, yarn over again, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and you stop. Yarn over again, go into the next front post double crochet. This lighting stinks. Let me see if I can change this lighting a little bit. Sorry, this is a real raw video. yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Now you've got 3 loops on your hook. I'm trying to change this lighting. Sorry, this looks like crap. Let's try that. So you have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through all 3 loops, and that is front post, double crochet, 2 together. Now we're going to do that for the next 2. So yarn over, insert your hook underneath that front post, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, insert hook through the next front post, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, draw through all 3 loops, and we'll do it again. Yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, go through the next front post, go through 2 loops. You have 3 loops on your hook, and then just slip stitch into that double crochet or chain 3 space. Okay, I know this video sucks, I'm sorry, but it'll give you a working idea. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to single crochet around this top edge right here, and then we will be gathering this front edge. There's a single crochet row right underneath there. So chain 1, and in that space right there do a single crochet, and now we're just going to single crochet all the way around until we get to our last back post double crochet. Ooh, this lighting stinks, I'm so sorry. Let's try this again. Let's go back over here. Alright, we're getting close to our last back post double crochet, and then what we're going to do is we're going to gather that whole front area and pull it all together. Okay, last thing, single crochet. So now what we want to do, whoops, I did one too many. There we go. Now what we want to do is insert your hook into that space right there at the top of your front post double crochet 2 together, and pull up a loop and go to the next one, pull up a loop, go to the next one. You can see those spaces, you'll be able to see them. Pull up a loop, go to the next one, pull up a loop. I have 5 on here. You may have a few more depending on the size that you made. But you should have around 5, 6, or 7. Yarn over, pull through all 5 of those loops, and then join with a slip stitch to there. Alright, now you're going to have to tie off here because this is where we put the beads on. So cut that. Alright, so now you've made the boot part. So now what you want to do is get your, I don't want to lose it, pack of beads, whatever you have. For this booty, it took 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It took 12 beads for this one. You might need more depending on if you have a bigger booty or a bigger slipper. And so I just randomly put on the beads. You can thread them on without a needle, but it's easier with a needle. So I just randomly scooped up some beads, not being symmetrical at all, just trying to get some different colors. Yellow, the bright orange. Oh, there's a glitter one in there that looks kind of fun. Do a glitter one. Oh, there's kind of a dark purple. That's kind of pretty. There's not the pink yet. Yep, just trying to get some random colors. There's a pink glitter one. How many do I have? 4, 8. Okay, I have my 12. 4, 8, 12. Like I said, you may need more. Go ahead and depending on your project, go ahead and string on a few more, just in case you have more crocodile stitches around your project. So I'll just put a couple more on there. I won't need them, but I like the weight on the cord. So, all right. Pretty cool. I love pony beads. You can do so much with them. Anyhow, so now we are going to join. I'm going to have to do this tail in later. We've been working in a clockwise direction. We are now going to be working in a counterclockwise direction. So we need to put the toe of the booty away from us, and we're going to join our yarn in the very center. There's a center stitch right there. So just join it. Like I said, I just pull up a loop. I do a chain with both of the strands, and then I drop the tail. So now you want to, that's the one chain. So we're going to chain 5. There's 2, okay, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, double crochet in that same space. Now we're making V stitches. This is the base of our crocodile stitch. I'm not going to weave those in as I go. Now you're going to want to skip 2 spaces in that 3rd space, do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, yarn over, skip 2 spaces in that 3rd space, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, yarn over, skip 2, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. This is the base of our crocodile stitch. Yarn over, sorry, I keep pulling it closer to me. I like I said, raw video, raw crochet video. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 8 total. So skip 2. All right, now got our 8 V-stitches. Now just join right in that hole, right in that with a slip stitch. Chain 3. Here we go. Here we go with the crocodile stitch. Some people get this, some people don't, and I'm not going to teach you how to do it. I'm going to do 1 or 2 really slow, and if you you might need to go onto YouTube and look up how to do it, but I just want to kind of get these booties done, so I apologize for that. So this counts as 1 double crochet. So yarn over. Now on your front V-stitch, and we're still going to be going counterclockwise, but on that first V-stitch right there in the center that you started, you're going to double crochet around that chain 3 or chain 5 that you did. So double crochet, yarn over, 2 double crochet, yarn over, 3 double crochet, yarn over, 4 double crochet. Okay, now you did that around that side of the V-stitch. See the V-stitch here? You did it around that side of the V-stitch. Now we're going to bring up a pony bead, yarn over, do a chain 1, and now we're going to turn the booty, and we're going to do 5 double crochet around the other side, the left hand side of that V-stitch. So yarn over, put your hook right in there like you're doing a front post double crochet, and we're going to do 5 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oopsie. All right. And there you have your front crocodile stitch. See how that works? Basically, you're just double crocheting around that V-stitch. All right, so now we're going to skip the next V-stitch because they need to alternate in order to give it that dragon scale kind of look. So we're skipping that one. The very next V-stitch on the right hand side, we're going to do 5 double crochets. I kind of pinch it and get everything out of the way. I kind of just hold it like that, and so we're going to do 5 double crochets. There's 1, oh. Seriously, okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, slide up a bead, do a chain, yarn over. Now we're going to turn the booty, and we're going to go, like I said, I like to pinch it and make that hole right there, and we're going to do 5 double crochet. All right, yarn over, turn your booty again, skip the next V-stitch, go to the next one, and 5 double crochet. Slide up a bead, chain 1, turn your work on the left side of the V-stitch, 5 double crochets around that left double crochet. Skip, next V-stitch, 5 double crochet on the right side post, right side double crochet, and 5, slide up a bead, chain 1, yarn over, five double crochet on the left hand side of the V-stitch. I'm sorry, I keep pushing this up. I need to Okay, so that is our last crocodile stitch in that row. Alright, so now just go to the first chain 3 that you did, just insert your hook and slip stitch. Alright, now you want to chain 5, and this is the start. This is our first double crochet. Alright, and the chain 1. And then what we want to do is, because we've got this kind of separation between the V-stitch here and the crocodile stitches that we just did, we want to gather those so that they don't stick out. So yarn over and do a double crochet around that whole thing, around that whole section, to secure the crocodile stitches to the V-stitches, like so. And that's your first double crochet, your first V-stitch right there. So we're still working counterclockwise, so go to the crocodile, the very front crocodile stitch, and in that stitch you want to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Alright, and then in the next, this is another one where it's the crocodile stitch isn't hooked to the underlying V-stitch, so yarn over, go through all that whole thing and secure that down. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Alright, and then next one, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and then the next one you want to go through that whole thing. Double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, and we'll do this all the way around. Alright, we've made it back to the first chain 5, so just stick your hook in there and yarn over and slip stitch. And now we're going to do the second row of crocodile stitches. So you chain 3, and now you have to do this in between. You're not going to do it on the next one, which is over the top. You want a crocodile stitch. Sorry about the focus in this. I don't normally make videos on a phone. I've never done this before, actually. So, and I can see it sucks, but for now it's just what we're gonna have to do. I'll remake it later, but for now I'll let this one fly. Anyhow, so around the V-stitch you want to do 4, because we chained 3, which counts as the first double crochet. So we want to do 4 double crochets in that first, around that first chain, in that chain 5 space. 3 and 4. Okay, slide up a bead. What color? Pink. Chain 1, yarn over, go turn your work, go to the other side, 5 double crochet down the other side. And then that's all there is to it. You just keep doing what you did on that first row, and then I'll keep going here, and then we'll finish the top. You can stop after any of these rows. If you just want like a slipper style, you can stop at this row. Or you can stop at even this row and finish off the top. Or you can stop at this, it doesn't matter. Or you can put on your own top. You don't even have to do a crocodile stitch if you don't want to. You can do any topper to that boot part. It really doesn't matter. Once you get the booty part done, then you can just do double crochets all the way around, throw some beads in there if you want something simpler. And those are cute as well. I've seen some people put on little flaps with buttons, and people are so creative. That's what I love about this hobby, is people are just so creative with this hook and this yarn. I learned so much from other people, and just to appreciate the talent that everybody has, even on the simplest of levels. It's amazing what just, whoopsie, I forgot to bring up a bead. It's amazing what, let's see what color we have this time, purple. It's amazing what people come up with. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Another thing about these slippers is you can do the sole one color. You can do this boot part another color, and you can do this part either the same color as the sole or a completely different color. It doesn't matter. I just did them solid this time. I normally don't. I normally have them different colors, but I just, for the sake of simplicity, I just did the same color. But that makes them super cute. Like if you were to do a black or gray bottom, and then maybe this is white and this is pink or purple or blue, whatever. Just, I mean, you can peruse through some of the pictures on my Cutie Girl Crochet Facebook page and see what some people have done as far as their color combinations for slippers. So it's kind of fun. Kind of fun to see what other people do and what other people come up with. So, all right, back to quit yakking, Corinne. Quit yakking. Start crocheting. All right, doing my right hand side of my crocodile stitch. What do we have this time? Oh, silver glitter. And now I'm doing the left hand side of my crocodile stitch. Maybe. It took me exactly about 50 minutes to make this other one, to make this one. It took about 50 minutes to make that. So not too bad. So in a couple hours you can have a nice gift for a family member, your children, or these are really good in sports teams colors. You can do them in that as well. I know that some of the fairy princess colors are popular, the pastel pinks and blues and purples and silvery kind of ice colors are popular. Alright, what color do we have now? Orange. Ugh. I'm not doing this very well. I'm almost done. You'll be out of your misery soon, people. Watching this crazy video. I know, you're all just like, oh my gosh. Don't worry, I'm saying it too. Alright. So now we've come to our last in that row, so just slip stitch into that first chain 3 and chain 5, 3, 4, 5, yarn over, and again we're going to do our last row. If you're going to do this boot style, now you can stop here and zoom ahead to the end of the video, and I'll show you how to just put on this little simple edge right there, or you can continue on and make it boot style like what I'm doing. So we want to just do a double crochet in there, yarn over in the back of that dragon scale or croc scale stitch, do another double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Sorry, I keep pulling it towards me. I'm used to having the camera behind me. Alright, yarn over. Alright, you guys get the gist here. I'm just gonna go and quit talking for a minute so we can get these finished. If I go fast, the video won't be able to catch up with me, so it's going to be a blur of hook and yarn for a little bit here. Whoops. Alright, we got to the end. Just do a slip stitch into that first chain 5, yarn over, chain 3, here we go, last row. Now I'm just going to do this row. I'm not going to talk too much because I talk too much, and then nothing gets done. And you all are banging your heads on your whatever, keyboards or tables or whatever you're sitting in front of going, Corinne, seriously, you want to make booties. Whoops. All right, so we are on the last 5 double crochet of the last crocodile or dragon scale. I like to call it dragon scale. Most people like to call it crocodile, but I like to call it dragon scale. Alright, and then just slip stitch right into that first chain 3. Now, chain 1, and we're going to be going and working back clockwise, okay? So we're going to be going back this way. So, behind your, focusing, behind your crocodile stitch are these just the V stitches. You want to chain 2 or 2 single crochet in there, and then 1 single crochet in between, and then behind the right side, well, I guess it's the left side now, right behind there, 2 single crochet. Okay, in between we need to snug that down, so you want 1 single crochet in there, and then continue this around, just 2 single crochet behind your crocodile stitch, 1 single crochet in between, 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet at that V stitch to kind of hold everything together, single crochet behind the crocodile stitch, 1 single crochet in between, 2 single crochet on the left side, 1 single crochet in between. Yeah, nice and easy. Just going to slip stitch in that first chain 1. Alright, now you want to chain 1, and in that same space, do 2 single crochets, skip the next space, 2 single crochet, skip, crochet, skip, 2 single crochet, in that end. It's a necessary evil. But there you have the crocodile stitch tiles. Aren't they adorbsies? Aren't they adorkable? Get yourself some puff paint at the craft store and or dots, whatever. Make a design, make a smiley face or whatever. Put a big date, put a big flower on it or something. Bling it up. Get some glitter puff paint or something. So have it. Good job. I want to see what you made. Post it on my page, Kitty Girl Crochet on Facebook. You can email me at kittygirlcrochet@gmail.com. And I hope you have a fabulous day.